that they're good scoring teams.
I'm concerned about the Brazil game.
Okay.
If you're struggling with Turkey, which we've had a couple games to kind of establish our chemistry and everything, I'm still concerned about the Brazil game. I think that it could possibly be another trap game, like a Turkey, where Brazil is going to come out guns a-blazing, and if our guys are not on their A game, dude, it could be an easy upset game. It really could. The USA, this team, in my opinion, from seeing how they play, this team could possibly be upset with any other team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of confidence in this team. I really don't. We don't have many big men. And the biggest issue with Turkey was the fact that our guards could not slash because they were getting blocked. And if they weren't getting blocked, all of the big men from Turkey were crashing down and causing our guards to make adjustments midair and have terrible shots.
Which, I mean, yeah, and that's a big thing for Kemba because Kemba's
oh,
a heavy slasher.
yeah.
Right.
Like,
well, Kemba's been killing it. He's averaging like 15 points a game.
well, yeah, no, but that would
14-7,
limit what he's doing because you do
right.
that all the time. No, I think Kemba had. Yeah, I mean that's just nitpicky, but I think Kemba had 14. And
but
Middleton
who's even
had
on that?
15.
Who's even on that Brazil team to be worried about? That's well, I guess that Turkey didn't. Who would they have that we'd be concerned about too? So that's a good point.
Was it Ilyasova?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
We're looking at standings right now. This is who's leading their groups. Argentina, they're 5-0 in their group. 10 points, scored 436 points. So they're not at, they're below us in points scored. So they're winning their group. That's Group I. Group J is Spain. Spain does not score. They scored more points, 436 more points. Spain's leading their group. They're perfect 5-0. USA's perfect 4-0. France 4-0 right now. They still have one more to go. So that's those standings. It's not giving me the whole.
Well, and okay,
what's the other one here?
I don't think I'm very worried about Brazil.
Yeah, and I would like to go back about my point about being worried about Brazil. I realize the fact that Barbosa is their leading scorer, and it's Barbosa. He's 36.
Mm-hmm.
My whole point about being worried about Brazil is we're on a roll right now, and these guys that are young might be getting a little bit cocky, and they might be looking forward to the next team. And I think it might be dangerous to overlook Brazil.
Right.
Brazil is not what they used to be. Don't get me wrong. Brazil is not the greatest team, but I think they might be overlooking this to look towards the future of like a Spain or an Argentina.
See, I feel the same thing, but kind of the opposite in the sense that like I like our guys getting cocky. Okay. USA basketball plays better when our guys are getting cocky.
Agreed. But that's when you have like a team full of fucking superstars that are like the superstars of the NBA.
Right.
Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker are not the superstars of the NBA.
I know, but I think it makes me feel better if they feel good.
That's good. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm
but
just saying it's a difference.
Looking at Brazil's record right now, they lost to the Czech Republic. And we beat the Czech Republic.
Yeah, they got their ass whooped by the
Czech Republic. And that doesn't mean anything.
Sure.
That doesn't mean that we're going to beat them just because we beat the other team.
Right.
It's not rock, paper, scissors. That made no sense. That would mean Brazil would beat us.
Wait, are they rock?
I don't.
Which one beats rock?
No one beats the rock.
Yeah.
This is not a wrestling podcast.
I was just asking which one beat rock, like the actual rock.
Do you not know how to play fucking rock, paper, scissors?
I was too poor.
I don't know how to handle you guys today. But just because we beat the Czech Republic and the Czech Republic beat Brazil does not mean that we're going to beat Brazil, but it makes me feel better about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's all I was fucking trying to say.
Yeah. That's actually fair. I think that USA basketball has a good chance of just blowing them out once again. Mm-hmm. My whole thing is just don't overlook a small team. Don't overlook a team because they're going to be scrappy. Everyone is gunning for the USA because everyone in the entire tournament knows that USA Basketball right now is not the usual USA Basketball that we're accustomed to.
Yeah, there's no names on the team.
No.
There's no names at all. And even when they had Tatum playing, we didn't have Kemba's the one with killer instinct. I guess Middleton too, but again, if it's Middleton and Kemba, like you're saying, these aren't the superstars of the NBA. These aren't LeBron James and freaking James Harden and Carmelo Anthony and Kevin Durant coming at you. But what's weird is we have had an issue like this before in the international stage. Was it 2008?
Yes.
But we had all the names, and we still just were not that great. We won like bronze that year. We still had like Duncan on that team. I want to say LeBron was a rookie that year, or not a rookie. He was on that team for sure. Awkward pause.
I told you I'm looking at what the team was.
Well, I'm also looking at the injury of Jason Tatum just to make sure like how he's progressing right now.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too great. Brad Stevens did come out and say that he still supports USA Basketball. He has no issue with the fact that Jason Tatum is playing USA Basketball. Mm-hmm. It's Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens is a great coach. He really is.
I mean, these guys were probably going to play in like all these other dudes that are not playing in the NBA. We keep seeing them on like, oh my God, what's the name of the magazine? The big basketball magazine on Twitter. They post clips all the time. These guys playing in like AAU games, basically. They're just playing like rec ball, and they're all just like crossing people up. They're still going to play. They can still get injured.
Well, they need to play.
The Dime magazine. Yes, that's what it is. Which is a great Twitter account. Definitely follow it. Got some great highlights.
Is that a sponsor?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just I like to take their videos.
I just wasn't
on
sure because you don't tell us about our sponsors anymore.
Well, it's because they don't tell me about being sponsors anymore. They never actually started, so I hate to break it to you.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Tatum injury is a bummer. He's a big loss for this team right now. However, it seems that his ankle is somewhat healing well. I know he's going to be out against Brazil. They already have him out.
Right.
So I'm hoping that he can recover. I'm almost positive with Pop being the head coach, he's probably going to err on the side of caution with him.
For sure, yeah.
He's not going to worry too much about bringing him back too early. Which is why you want Pop as a head coach too. You know, I'm pretty sure that's why Brad Stevens has no qualms with his players playing in the World Cup. Is like, okay, Popovich is not going to, put my players in a situation where it's going to screw me.
Right.
In the NBA season, it does though. I think the Tatum injury does actually bring up a point that I made a couple episodes back of why players don't want to play in the World Cup in general. You see the Tatum injury. It is a small injury in the grand scheme of things, but however, it's a lot of basketball being played. It's a lot of strenuous basketball being played.
He's spending his offseason rehabbing instead of resting.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a big thing. We talked about that a little bit before, and we're like, no, it's fine. These young guys, these young cats need to get in there.
Right.
They need to go hoop. But I get it, right? Like, you understand now why all these people left. And, like, Donovan Mitchell was supposed to go over there and ball. Like, we thought he'd ball out on that team, but he's struggling. He's hot and cold, so it's really not helping him.
I think it is helping him just get back to basketball because of the injury. I think it is helping him. But, however, because I think having him be on this team is going to help the Jazz. He's going to be able to kind of come into the season. You do worry a little bit about the amount of minutes that these guys are playing.
Right.
This year specifically. Not everybody is LeBron. LeBron has been proven time and time again that he can play massive amounts of minutes, go to the playoffs every single year, play more minutes than anybody else, but he's a freak of a specimen.
Right.
Not everybody's LeBron. Everyone else is going to get
not
banged up and
Russell
injured.
Westbrook either,
or
Kevin
know.
Durant. Those cats have played a bunch of ball too. And Harden's played a bunch of basketball. Carmelo would love to play a bunch more.
Yeah, and I think he will.
I still don't know if I feel like it would have already happened if he was going to get signed. We're like a month away from the season starting.
That's fine.
Month and a half? 6 weeks away, is that where we're at now? It's like October 20th. You zone out there, buddy?
No, I had a realization.
Go on. Why did my voice crack? Go on.
No,
You got sad.
I thought I saw something about Carmelo the other day. But it was a rumor that he was going to go to, guess what team?
The Nets.
The Nets!
Yeah, we already talked about this.
No, I think that I did see it.
I know, but I saw a rumor about it. Like, it might be real.
Yeah,
He might be going to the Nets.
We talked about it.
Not
No,
on the
we didn't.
podcast.
This was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Oh wait,
We
really?
might have talked about
Yeah,
it at the
like
bar.
2 days ago.
Like
I saw a rumor.
it's like legit. Like he might actually go.
I think so.
Because if he actually goes to the Nets, that would be incredible. Because you called that shit way back when.
Yeah, I called that like 2 months ago before we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah. Remember that time I called? Never mind. I'm still kind of sad that I called that.
You called what?
Like 2 days before Andrew Luck retired, I definitely called that. To TJ, not True Love.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But this is not a football podcast, Anthony.
Yeah, but I just like to be right.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question real quick. Seeing what you've seen from the USA basketball team so far, okay?
Uh-huh.
Where do you see USA basketball finishing in this tournament?
You know, I still like just because we're used to them being so good for so long. I still feel like they'll finish gold.
Okay,
I do.
optimistic.
Very optimistic. But I don't know, man. I mean, you know, Cameron texted us and said they suck.
They do.
They're not good.
He's right. He's 100% right.
But it's just with Popovich, man. With the coaching staff they have there, it's hard for me to think that they won't somehow pull it out.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to realize too that you say Popovich. Popovich has the San Antonio Spurs for quite some time. He has players coming back. There's a rapport there.
Right.
It's a different monster with World Cup
True.
basketball. And my issue is like I will like Cameron is 100% right. USA basketball sucks right now.
Yeah.
USA basketball sucks.
Yeah.
I understand that they are they got past Turkey. That's fine. These guys don't seem to be playing too terribly well together. They're blowing a couple of smaller guys out, smaller teams out. That's fine. They'll probably have a pretty hefty lead against Brazil. But let me ask you this: do you guys feel comfortable and confident having USA basketball match up against any of the other favorites right now? Could you honestly comfortably say that they're going to win? Or are you on the fence about it? Because I'm on the fence about it.
I'm on the fence. I don't know enough about Serbia to have one opinion, one or the other. What do you think?
I'm just saying, based on what I've seen from USA basketball, I don't feel comfortable. I don't need to know the other team.
I feel comfortable.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're going to win.
And why?
Because it's USA basketball, baby.
Yeah.
That's not a good baby. No, it's not a good reason. But like, who's on Serbia's team?
My point is,
Like
He's saying that. So you're saying they're not a cohesive unit enough for them to
Right.
be able to beat anybody.
Right.
I think by the time we get to that point, we will be. I think these couple games I think we're going to get stride. I think we're going to hit stride and we'll be just fine.
No, and I can see that happening. I'm not going to argue with you on that. My concern is that the guys that are playing for the team right now aren't playing in a cohesive way where, like, you see USA basketball in previous years, you have all these superstars, and they just immediately gel together, right? It's very easy for them. It's not. It's like, okay, cool. I've been playing basketball my whole
Also,
life. Like, I'm the best
We
my
also
entire
had a lot
life.
of teams that had that banana boat crew that all knew each other and they all wanted to play together. So it's a little different.
This is a very, very interesting team. It's an interesting makeup of a team. They've had to go through a lot of adversity. I'm not trying to be a hater against them whatsoever. I think Kemba could possibly, level up essentially and take them even further than what is really expected. Because I honestly, coming to see what I've seen right now, I think silver is best. I think silver medal is best.
I mean,
but
You're very pessimistic.
them meddling is not bad. Well, I guess anything less than gold is probably a failure for USA basketball, because you should probably expect you have the best players in the world.
we're the
you should win
favorites, man.
gold,
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're not cohesive, then a unit like Spain, right? Spain plays great team ball. They would probably be a big issue. I could understand that. But if let's say Kemba does lead them to a gold medal, though, how terrifying does that make that guy for the NBA if he's able to lead this team?
Oh, dude.
I love it.
Dude, I
Kemba.
would love to see that. I would love to see that. Have Kemba just put the team on his back just like he did back in college with UConn. Just like watch him just ride throughout the entire tournament and just really like actually take us to get a. That's perfect. Yeah, that's what we all want to see.
And then people actually get to watch him play on TV.
Concerned. My main concern is that you have all of these other teams going into this tournament that have a shit ton of returning players. They are more cohesive as a team. you have a bunch of scrappy guys that have just been kind of put together